A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on NTV Sports. Taking a look at your headlines this afternoon. President says that it is the responsibility of all to build a disciplined society. Group of Sri Lankans at a refugee camp in Tamil Nadu in a protest. Over 100 dead in floods in Bangladesh. Now for those stories in detail. President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that no one can come out of the responsibility to build a disciplined society. The president expressed this view at an event held in the Mahameuna Bhavana Asapur in Pulgahawela. An event was held last evening to declare open the Siri Gautama Sambuddha Rajamaligava built in the Mahameuna Bhavana Asapur in Pulgahawela.
ආංශකූල සිවුර දැරූ මහා කාශ්‍යප මහරහතන් වහන්සේද මෙම මාලිගය තුල
President Mahinda Rajapaksa, Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa and a group including UMP parliamentarian Karu Jayasuriya attended the event. The Siri Gautama Sambuddha Rajamaligava has been designed with paintings that depict the various incidents of Lord Buddha. Subsequently, an event was held under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa.
මේ යුගයේ ගෞතම බුද්ධ ශාසනය ප්‍රචලිත කිරීම සඳහා විනයගරුක.
We all should definitely accept the fact that a disciplined Mahasangha should be created in order to spread the Buddha Shasana in this era. We must accept that fact. A disciplined Mahasangha can influence for a disciplined society to be created in the country. Especially the young generation should be brought to the correct path, and if a society without morals is created, it won't be of worth no matter how many times peace is achieved or the country being developed. We show our respect to you for providing an opportunity for the Buddhist people in the country to pay homage by constructing the Siri Gautama Sambuddha Rajamaligava in the Mahameuna Uyana.
මොනතරම් සාමය උදා වුණත් රටේ සංවර්ධනය ඇති වුණත් එයින් මේ සමාජයට මේ රටට ජාතියට මහමෙවුනා උයනේ මේ මහා සම්බුද්ධ රාජමාලිගාව හදලා මේ රටේ බෞද්ධ ජනතාවට එය වැඳ පුදා ගන්නට අවස්ථාව සැලසීම එහි කටයුතු කිරීම පිළිබඳව අපි වහන්සේට අපේ ගෞරවය පිරිනමන්න ඕනේ.
Well, today is Asala Full Moon Poya Day. News First takes a look at the significance of this Full Moon Poya Day. Asala Full Moon Poya Day commemorates the deliverance of the first sermon of Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra. It is also on a day like today that Princess Hemamala and Prince Danta brought the sacred tooth relic to the island. Asala Poya assumes prominence for yet another ritual of the Sri Lankan Buddhists. This is the annual rains retreat of the monks Vas, which commences on the day following the Asala Full Moon Poya Day. It is owing to this combination of events that Buddhists observe this day by holding Asala festivals throughout the island. Meanwhile, a religious ceremony was held at the Mavaramandiya Katakurundavatta Virananda Buddhist Center for the construction of the stupa and also its enshrinement of relics. The ceremony was held with the participation of the Chancellor of the Kelaniya University, Dr. Venerable Velamitiave Kusaladhamma Thera. Meanwhile, another ceremony was held to unveil the newly constructed stupa of the Mahadapola Pansiyagama Telembugala Vihara. This sermon was held in the recent past at the Sri Dharmarama Vihara in Pannipitiya. Well, India's Sun TV reports that a group of Sri Lankans at a refugee camp in Tamil Nadu are engaged in a demonstration. Over 2,500 Sri Lankan refugees are at the refugee camp situated in Pullakavanagere. 6 refugees at the camp had been arrested by the Tamil Nadu police for questioning. Sun TV reports that the refugees had engaged in the demonstration as the Tamil Nadu police has failed to take steps to inform the relatives about them. The Sri Lankan refugees had told the Sun News that they face hardships because of the Tamil Nadu police. The group says that they will continue to engage in the demonstration until the arrested are freed. Well, 15 houses have been damaged due to the strong winds that blew across Polpithigam area in Kurunegala at around 2:30 p.m. yesterday. The Disaster Management Centre said that full and partial damage has been done to roofs of buildings in the area due to the heavy winds. The Disaster Management Centre added that heavy winds that blew across Damulla at around 2:30 p.m. yesterday have partially damaged 19 houses in the area. Meanwhile, the centre said that strong winds in the past 2 days have damaged properties in several districts. The Deputy Director of the Disaster Management Centre said that the district disaster management units have been deployed to get these areas back to normal. Our Minister of Disaster Management, Mahinda Amaraveera, says that the Department of Meteorology will be subjected to a clear change in the future. He expressed this view at an event held in Kegol yesterday.
An event was held to distribute equipment in order to face an emergency situation in Kagol. There is the National Commission for Disaster Management. The members are both from the government and the opposition. Unfortunately, the two main opposition parties in the country, the UNP and the JVP, are not members of this. It is at the place where decisions are being made to prevent disasters. There is no point in speaking to the media without speaking there. We will transform the Department of Meteorology into a state-of-the-art institution. JAICA has agreed to assist financially.
Well, the Activists for Human Rights organization says that a system is in place to make the all-important witnesses into suspects regarding the recent theft at the National Museum. This view was expressed by an activist of the organization, Odul Premaratna, at a media briefing held yesterday.
The government was accused for the theft at the museum. The security division and the police who failed to investigate were accused. People who love the country will question about this from the government and the police. The police manages to solve heinous murders within 24 or 48 hours. They are talented like that. They also uncovered other crimes too. Recently we saw how quickly investigations were completed and how statements were made. I think that they are trying to close this case by forcing an innocent to accept the crime.
Well, the Election Secretariat says that the independent groups contesting the provincial council elections can commence placing their deposits. Additional Elections Commissioner RMAL Ratnayaka said that the deadline for the independent groups to place their deposit is at noon on the 18th. The deposits can be placed at district election offices. The Additional Elections Commissioner further said that the nominations for the elections will be accepted from the 12th to the 19th. The Provincial Council of the North Central, Sabaragamu and Eastern provinces were dissolved recently and the elections will be held in September. Well, the first session on day 4 of the second test match between Sri Lanka and Pakistan saw half centuries by Tilakaratne Dilshan and Kumar Sangakkara at the SCC grounds in Colombo. Sri Lanka resumed the day on an overnight score of 70-1. Tilakaratne Dilshan scored his 22nd half century in test cricket this morning.
Here on this ground.
He was followed by Kumar Sangakkara, who went on to score his 39th 50 in the longer version of the game. Sangakkara also reached another milestone today as he became the second batsman to go past 2,000 runs at the SCC grounds after Maharaja Wardana. Earlier, Pakistan declared their first innings on 551 for 6. At lunch on day 4, Sri Lanka 135 for 1 in their first innings.
Clapping from the balcony.
Well, with that, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. But with the very latest, I'll see you again at 1:55. Until then, take care.